Hello guys and girls, this is Jack Williams and welcome back to the Be More podcast. We are getting these episodes through thick and fast. I'm trying to do them like twice a week. So I get an idea, I write it down, I'm like, that's something I'm going to talk about on my podcast. And today, what I want to share with you guys, I think you're going to get a lot of value from this, is the power in your morning routine. If you're someone who's done quite a bit of personal development, you'll know a lot of people talk about this, like how you start your day is so crucial in how your day goes. And basically, a lot of you will know who've been following me for a long time now. I've been a very loyal, disciplined member of the 5 a.m. club for quite some time now. I actually want to share some things that I've been doing recently that have been interesting. So I basically read the book, The 5 a.m. Club, probably about 3 years ago, when it was quite new actually. It's a book by Robin Sharma. It's definitely a book I'd recommend to anyone who wants to improve their morning routine. So I read that book. Robin read a book called Miracle Morning. I've not read that one, but I've heard amazing things. I think they're both very similar. But I read that book and I was like, sounds like something that I really want to do. And I'll basically explain some of the things that I do in my morning routine. It's very similar to the principles in the 5 a.m. club, and how maybe you can introduce these things into your life. But basically, the way I saw it was, and something that I now obviously I work for myself. I can choose my own hours. I can work as many hours as I want or as little hours as I want. So there's no time that I need to be awake. So some people are quite surprised when they hear that I wake up at 4:45 every day. They're like, really? Well, you don't need to be up. I was like, yeah, I know. But for me, the discipline, my morning routine gives my life order. And it's so key for me. And I know a lot of entrepreneurs and successful business people or people from any kind of space, who have success, they rave about their morning routine. So I saw all these different testimonials, all these different success stories of people who were starting their day right. And I was like, right, I need to implement this into my life. And I've been doing it now for, I want to say at least 3-4 years. I was used to getting up early before when I used to work in the gym anyway, so I was kind of used to it. But if I didn't have work when I used to work in a gym, if I didn't have work early, I wouldn't get up early. And in fact, if I go back to when I was like 18, 19, 20, when I was at uni, a 9 a.m. lecture would be tough for me. Like I would always be late. I'd be really tired in the back of the room. I wasn't a morning person then. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I'm going to struggle like massively with a morning routine, don't worry. We all start there, right? And for me as well, the most important thing in developing a morning routine and having the discipline to do it is there's got to be a strong reason why. There's got to be a reason why you're waking up at the crack of dawn to go and work on yourself. You've got to have strong reasons. Otherwise, the payoff has to be great. Otherwise, you won't do it. And this was key for me. I knew my goals and I knew that I needed to work on myself in order to achieve them. And I knew it wasn't just going to happen by accident. So the time in the morning became my time for me to really work on myself. So basically, I'll walk you through what I do, guys, and it'll probably give this a bit more context. So 4:45, my alarm goes off, okay? My alarm goes off. I use an app called Sleep Cycle, which tracks my sleep, because I still try and make sure I get enough sleep, and this is really, really important. But I get up at 4:45, I'll go to the bathroom, I'll brush my teeth, I'll jump on the scales, I'll see where I'm at, I'll go to it, do my thing, basically. Then I'll go downstairs, and I'll go straight into, I'll basically make myself a big drink, loads of water, some aloe mango, and I'll go and sit myself down, and I'll read my book. Okay, I'll read my book for around 40 minutes. And in that time, I'll be like highlighting bits that I'm getting value from. I might be taking some notes for things that I might want to teach you guys or teach to my team, or things that I want to try and apply more into my own life. And I'll reread those highlighted bits later on. But I'll do that for like 40 minutes. So but basically, guys, the compound effect of doing that has enabled me to probably read almost a book a week for the last 3.5-4 years since I've been doing it. Just that one discipline. And it's so nice, by the way, that I leave my phone upstairs in my office. I don't take the phone with me. If I do take my phone with me, I'm distracted by it and I'll go on it. I'm terrible with my phone. So I just leave it upstairs. So I'm not on it, and then I just literally will be reading. And it's so nice. It's so quiet. It's almost like my meditation. It's so quiet downstairs. Robin's still normally upstairs asleep. So I'm downstairs. I'm just literally sat in the quiet. It's dark outside. That's just in the summer, and the sun's starting to come up. And it's just such a nice, quiet, it's solitude. And for me, where I live quite a fast-paced life, that gives me like a nice hour where I'm just literally on my own in the quiet, and I'm able to study, and I'm able to work on myself. And again, when I was at uni and when I was PT, and I would never have got up early to read a book. No way. But that's a time in my day where I can do that discipline and do it consistently, because it's the consistency that's enabled me to accumulate reading so much and working so much on myself. And as a result of doing that, I've become a different version of myself. I'm becoming the best version of myself. Like, I didn't understand mindset. I didn't understand how to manage money. I didn't understand how to build an organization. Like, all these different things I didn't understand. But I found people who do understand it, and the best in the industries, and I read their books. And through time, it's helped me to learn more and discover more. So I would say to yourself, like, think, because you've got to have a strong reason why you're doing this. So what books will want you to get up and be excited to get up and read them for the person that you'll become through doing the discipline? That's the key thing. Like, it's who you're going to become as a result of the discipline. Who are you going to become in the journey, and what's that going to enable you to do for yourself, for your life, and for your family? Like, for me, when I started doing this, I was still working in a gym. I was just starting to finish, basically, but I was part-time with Herbalife. I was doing this part-time, so I wasn't a full-time entrepreneur. But I knew where I wanted to go. I knew the results that were possible in the industry. I knew what I could do. I knew I could design my own life. I knew I could create a lifestyle where I was living on my own terms, but I knew I had to become more to do it. I knew I had to develop some skills, and I was willing to work on those skills. I was willing to develop those skills. So I decided to get the books that my mentor recommended to me. And then those books led me to other books that these people in these books would recommend. So books like Rich Dad Poor Dad was where I started. I went to the 5 a.m. Club, Building an Empire. Loads of these different books have just accumulated over time. And yeah, that's my morning. That's my first little part of my morning routine. And then from there, I've had to introduce some stretching, because I train quite a lot. And as I get older, I've noticed my body is getting tighter, and I sit down a lot as well for my work. I've sat down in my office for multiple hours a day, meaning I'm getting tighter and tighter in my hips, in my glutes, all over really. So I've added in some stretching. So I use an app called GoWOD, and I'll stretch for 15 minutes. And that's been really helping me, and I'll listen to an audiobook whilst I do that. So at the moment I'm listening to Will Smith's, but it could be anything. But I'm listening to an audio whilst I'm stretching. And then once I've done that, I'll neck my pre-workout. I then go to the gym, and then I'll train. So I'll train. If I don't go to the gym, then I'll do a workout at home, or I'll go for a run or something. But it'll always be the next hour will always be from 6 till 7. I'll be working out. Okay, so I'm working out, and whilst I'm working out, by the way, I'm doing more personal development. I very rarely will listen to music. It will be either the book I'm listening to or something that I want to study. I'll be listening to whilst I'm training. So between 5 and 7, I've already done 2 hours working on my mindset, working on the things that I want to learn and develop, which has been an absolute game changer for me. Like, I do more personal development in a week now, or even in a day, than I used to do in a year when I was younger, right? So that's by 7 a.m. Then I'll drive home. I'll get home, and I will literally sit down in my office. I'll have a quick shower. I'll have my post-workout shake, and then I'll have a shower, and then I'll come into my office, and I will write down. I've got like a little a sheet that I work through that basically I'll write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. I used to do this first thing, but now I just go downstairs to read my book straight away, because I can sometimes spend quite a lot of time doing this. So then I'll come into my office, I'll do my 10 things that I'm grateful for, which is so good, by the way. Having an attitude of gratitude is so important. So even when times are hard in your life, there are always things that you can find gratitude in and find appreciation in. So I'll write down 10 things that I'm grateful for, and I really try and stay in that state for as long as I can. And I really try and think of those things that I'm truly grateful for. And then I'll write down my big goal. So I'll write down, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then I write my goal, okay, my goal that I'm working on. And then I will sit there for a few minutes, and I will just try to exercise my imagination. So I will visualize my goals. I will visualize where I'm going to be in the future, and where I want to be. So I'll visualize the house I'll be living in, my family, kids in the future, all these little details I will visualize in my mind. And I actually shared this on Instagram the other day. I shared a video of me being recognized for the top 2% in Herbalife Nutrition. And I said in the reel, I was visualizing this moment of me being up on that stage, being recognized, even when I had no team, when I had no customers, when we had no one that we were impacting. I was imagining that I was going to achieve that. And there's so much power in your mind and what you can achieve. And you can achieve anything you want to. You just got to make the decision that you're going to do it. And I'm still doing that now. I'm imagining the next levels and the levels after that and the future and where we're going to get to and the future for our team and where we're going to be impacting people all over the world with better health and better nutrition. So that's in my mind. For a good few minutes, I'll try and maybe shut my eyes and think about that. And this is in my office, literally, probably 7:45 in the morning. Mental. I never used to do this type of stuff, right? But I love it now. And then I'll write down 3 non-negotiables for the day. So 3 tasks that I will do that day that are not negotiable. Okay? So it's just basic things, but things that I'm committed to. And once it's written down, it's going to get done, right? And I'll probably do a little to-do list, look at my diary for the day, see what I've got on, and then it's time for work. Typically I'll start my working day at like 8 o'clock. I'll have my breakfast then. I normally have a smoothie bowl, my Herbalife tea, aloe, water, load up, and get after it. So that's like a brief overview of my morning routine, but I would massively encourage you to, and it's the same the other day that I had a lot of people come back to me and say, oh, can you give me more information on the S&P 500? And I was like, I can, but the best thing to do is to go and do your due diligence, go and do your own study and create, like I've said before, be a student, don't be a follower. So go and study this stuff for yourself. This is what I've always done. I've been curious about these things. If I know something's going to better my life, I'll go read a book on it. I'll go listen to episodes of podcasts on it. I'll go listen to audiobooks on it. And then you make your own decision, especially when it's financial, by the way, or to be fair, this is your time. Time is worth more than money. So you're going to invest your time in this morning routine. So go and read the books on it. Go and read the 5 a.m. Club. Spend time working on your vision. Spend time on working on the person that you'd like to become in the future. Because the good news is you are not a tree. You can change. You can move. You can evolve. You can become whoever you want to be. So don't let people around you make you feel like you're stuck and that you can't get any better and you've got to accept the results you're getting right now for the rest of your life because it's bullshit. It's not true. Just get yourself around more inspired people who help you to think of leveling up in your life, in your mindset, in every endeavor. You can level up and go to new heights and achieve things you never achieved before. And this is where having a solid morning routine can create bulletproof mindset, where you can just focus all in on yourself and your goals and designing your own life, but living your life on your own terms. So yeah, read the 5 a.m. Club for sure. It's helped me so much. It's really, really valuable. I believe there's actually an Amazon or a Netflix documentary on morning routines. There might be one called Miracle Morning. I'm not sure. I've not seen it, but I know there is something out there. So if you're more of a visual person, maybe you could watch that. But yeah, total game changer. And for people who are like, oh, but how do you get up so early? Like, it's all about your reasons. It's not because I'm more disciplined. It's just because I've got stronger reasons. So, and anyone can have a strong reason, but it takes time to sit and really think about why you're doing this. When the why is strong, the how is easy. When your why is strong in life, the how you go about achieving it becomes easy. But like if you think about your kids, that can fuel you to go and do anything. Like if you had your kids locked up in a house and it was on fire, would you go in and get them? The answer is yes. If you had your house locked up and it was on fire and there was 200 quid in there, would you go and get it? Probably not, right? So the 200 quid isn't a strong enough reason, but your kids are in there, they're a strong enough reason. So you've got to think, what are you doing this for? And if you've got strong reasons for why you want to get up early, why you want to work on yourself, why you want to develop these skills to help you to get better results in your life in the future, it's what I was talking about in the second episode is about delayed gratification. There is no result from doing it once. There is no result from doing it for a week. The results come from the compound effect of doing it. And what you put in that time in the morning to work on yourself and the person that you can become becomes invaluable. like you can't even begin to imagine the results that it can bring into your life. And I can't imagine the person that I'm becoming every single day. And it's unbelievable. And me and Robin actually, we always try stuff, right? And the other day we were looking into, are we getting enough sleep? So we was like, why don't we try for a week or two, just to wake up when our body gets us up? Because we don't need to work a specific time, like I said before. We can do what we want when we want. And I was like, all right, let's try it. Let's just wake up when our body wakes up and see how we get on. And then we'll try and follow the same kind of morning routine. And I was getting up at like 7, 8, 7:30, whenever my body got me up, basically. And I just didn't like it. Maybe it lasted a week. Didn't like it. Didn't feel productive. I didn't really do the same things when I woke up, because I felt like by then it was 8 o'clock, everyone's awake, it's go time. It's time for work, right? So I struggled with that. So I've gone back to my 4:45 start. So I love it. And I'll even do it at weekends. If I need to pick up some sleep, I might lay in for an extra hour or two on a Sunday. But typically, yeah, it's a 4:45 start for me most days of the week. And I literally love my morning time. It allows me to get ahead. It allows me to work on my mindset. It allows me to sharpen my attitude. And I like it. It's something that I enjoy doing. So when people ask how do you do it, it's something that I enjoy. When you enjoy something, you find a way to do it. So yeah, that's morning routines, guys. And now I want to just basically thank everyone for listening to this podcast, for reaching out, for sharing it on their stories or wherever you have been sharing it. It means the world to me. And my goal is just to bring value. It's just to give back. It's just to help others really with the things that have helped me most in my life, and it's sharing them with you guys. So basically what I've done and what I've thought, I want to try and create like a bit of a community for people who want to be more, right? So I know the podcast is probably bringing you lots of value, but I thought, what else can I do to help people who listen to my podcast to really go to new levels, okay? So I basically want to create like a community, an online environment whereby you can train with me, okay? So if you like your training, this could be something you like doing, and you can read with me. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Telegram channel which is basically, for those who haven't got Telegram, it's like a bit like WhatsApp, whereby you can literally join a free group, which I can add you into. All you've got to do is a few of the things that I'm going to share in a second, and I will basically share. I normally change my training program every 2 or 3 weeks. So I will share the training program that I'm doing at the moment, so you can copy it if you want to, or you can adjust it, or you can just get it and see what you think of it. And I will share every book that I'm reading, okay? Both audio and book that I'm reading at the time, and I will just share it in this Telegram group. So if you guys want to follow along and do the same kind of training as me, maybe you want to do the 5 a.m. club with me, I'll keep this group updated, and I'll just share the books that I'm reading and the training that I'm doing. And it's all for free. Okay, you haven't got to pay for any of it. It's all free. All that I ask from you is if you leave me a review on iTunes. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people listen to this podcast on Spotify. You can't leave a review on Spotify. But if you can head over to iTunes, or just download the app or whatever, and then just pop me a review. If you send me a screenshot of your review, and if you share this on your stories on Facebook or on Instagram and tag me in it, those 2 things will qualify you for the free training program and to be part of this group, because I will be updating that program every 2 or 3 weeks when I write a new one. So you can have access to this for as long as you want. And every book that I read and audios that I'm reading, I will share as well in this Telegram group. So if you want to join in and read them with me, you can. And we can all grow and be more together. So hopefully this sounds good to you guys and girls. I know there's some people who've been asking for this type of thing. They want to know what I do in the gym and stuff. And I'm like, look, I'll put this together. And I think a lot of people can benefit from it, because I know with me, I need direction in the gym. I need to have a plan that I'm following. So I'll put this one together. It's basically like conditioning mixed with strength and conditioning stuff and muscle hypertrophy. So if you want to get in lead shape, it's a great program for that. And the books are obviously going to help you sharpen your mindset. So I'm super excited to be doing this. I'm super excited to be helping more people to work on themselves in multiple different ways. So if you have any questions, by the way, just drop me a message. But yeah, leave me a review on iTunes. Please share it on your stories as always. And I will be... just let me know and I can add you. I can send you the link to join the Telegram channel, and you can get access to the programming and everything else. So guys, girls, thanks very much for your time. Happy Thursday, or whatever day you're listening to this on. I hope you got value from this. Please do let me know if you did, and what you're going to go and implement from now, and maybe give it like a month of doing this consistently, and then send me another message and you'd be like, this is what I've been doing now. I've done this for a month. I feel amazing. I've done so much, I've got so much more done, whatever you've been doing, right? And give me like a month of just how you're feeling, because this is what it's all about. The 5 a.m. club has been a game changer for me, and I'm sure it can be for you too. And if you have, by the way, like different working hours or whatever you work nights, no problem. This can work in any part of your day. It's just having the discipline to put a couple of hours aside in your day to really work hard on yourself, to do the goal setting, to do the gratitude, to read the books, to stretch, to exercise. Working on these things on most days is only going to help you to get the results you're looking for in your life. So cheers team, hope you're all good, and I look forward to future episodes and hearing from a lot of you guys. Take care everyone, speak to you soon.